Alright, today I'm going to start a new Let's Play. This is a game I've played a few times, pretty much all the way through, and that is Pikmin 2. So I've already done a Let's Play for Pikmin 1, and I've already done a Let's Play with Yellow Pikmin for Pikmin 3 Deluxe. But this will be the first time doing a Let's Play with just straight Pikmin 2. I've done Pikmin 251 and Colossal Caverns. And it's been probably 2 years since I played this. So we start out with the story. One day, its employee of only merit, Olimar, crashed into an uncharted planet. There he was aided by the Pikmin. So it's recapping the first game. In the end, Captain Olimar escaped. But in Olimar's absence, his employer, Hakatate Freight, ran into financial difficulties. Because they have an incompetent president. Planet Hakatate looks a lot like Saturn, maybe? Local employee Louis. Louis looks very suspicious. Glad you're safe, but I have an announcement that is not so glad. Our company is going under. Yes, we're finished. On his first mission, Louis here met a ravenous space bunny. His entire load of golden pick brand carrots was eaten. Gotta watch out for those space bunnies. I took out an enormous loan to repay the debt. Decided to sell off corporate assets to repay the loan. And there goes the SS Dolphin. The only asset we had to sell was your ship. As for the rest of our loan, 10,100 Pokos. We have no means to repay it. Olimar, what is that? You brought that back as a souvenir for your kid? Is it like some kind of frisbee? Treasure, treasure, treasure! Money, money, money! Initiating valuation of recovered treasure. This artifact is worth 100 Pokos! That's more than a year's salary. And it makes the debt a nice even 10,000. There's more on that planet? Then we can repay our debt. Louis, you must go with Captain Olimar. Louis is just an employee. He's like an intern. Looks like we have some faster than light travel. Gotta watch out for those asteroids because something always wants to make captains crash on this planet. Start out the Valley of Repose. And there goes Louis. Fortunately, these captains are small enough, they don't have enough mass to take much fall damage. That was close. I've averted a crash landing. Ending diagnostics. Louis is missing. And he's not responding via his communicator. So either he's following protocol or in danger. It could actually be either one, knowing Louis. Let's find Louie before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. But we have spacesuits. I'm nice and toasty in mine. These be Pikmin? Yes, they look like they're about to be devoured as we speak. Just call them with your B button. And I'm using a replica GameCube controller. So it feels like actually playing the game on the GameCube. There we go. Whistle my foot. Ooh, 5 red Pikmin. Pikmin ran to your side. They must seem to remember you, Captain Olimar. How fascinating. Use A to throw. Yeah, and this dwarf ball orb cannot actually eat them. Come on, guys. There you go, ride the ball board. The dwarf ball board, that is. Attention, Captain Olimar. Just re-established my communication link with Louie. It's fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. Yes, now we can switch captains. Which is definitely one of the better features that was added to Pikmin 2. When I go back and play Pikmin 1, it's like, where's my other captain? How can I multitask? Alright, are you injured? No, you're not injured. I mean, you've always had some brain damage, but that was before the crash. Alright. I like how there is a little Louie-shaped impact there. And there's the red onion. With some red pellets. Hey, buddy. Wonder what kind of decor he's gonna have. Is he a roadside Pikmin? And of course, yeah, this is kind of like the tutorial area, so lots of cutscenes. Cute little red Pikmin there. He's staring at me. It's making me a little uneasy. Because he's not moving. That's a creepy red Pikmin? Apparently Louie thinks he's creepy. Huh? Alright, let's get some of these pellets. And I don't think I can throw the Pikmin over. I think I tried that before. We'll just put them on there. While Louie works on putting pellets in the onion. This is how you grow more Pikmin. Put either pellets or enemies into the onion. And then new seedlings come out. Ready to pluck. It's a Pikmin mothership. Alright, well, let's throw you over there while we pluck this guy. And this guy. And I'm guessing we need 10 to put down that bag. Okay, I did not really throw him there, but there they go. At least they kind of listen. The AI in this is a lot better than Pikmin 1. Pikmin 1 and Pikmin just kind of do whatever. Alright. Let's pop these guys. And that should get me Pikmin. Push that bag down. And there's the first treasure. So we're searching for that treasure. Yes, I know the controls. You can change your angle. You can zoom out. I usually like it on the medium distance and kind of the side. Like be kind of at an angle. Alright, so let's throw these guys up here. And then we switch over here. Put the other Pikmin on. Lay it down. Now they are reunited. And more cutscenes. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. Alright, so we need to do a couple things. One, warp wall warp. And you need to go back. And I think the only other thing to do this day, day one, which is untimed, is to get the treasure. So I will be... Oh, we need 20 Pikmin. Okay, so they actually make it so that you cannot take that back until you get all the Pikmin. And I know with the Pikmin hacking, if you do Valley of Repose, and you do it in like story mode, you have to do these things in sequence. No matter how you rearrange the captains and onions, like, you have to make sure that they, the captains can be reunited, and the day always ends when you take a treasure back. So then sometimes when I was doing the Pikmin 2 hacking, is I'd crash the game or get it stuck because I did not do that. And here we go. And there we go, we got our first treasure back. The Courage Reactor. It's worth 280 Pokos. We got our first treasure. We will be done in record time. I highly doubt that. I am not a speedrunner. And of course, we gotta name it to something that's current. Something, amazing. Catchy slogan. Catchy slogan from the early 2000s, or mid 2000s. Alright, we will not return to the surface until morning. We must avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures. Back to the ship we go. End of day 1. Wow, just a little dwarf ballboard? That's so scary. There's no way we can handle that nocturnal creature. Today's report. Purge reactor, 280. Got 20 Pikmin. No deaths, because you can't kill any on the first day. And the president found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts. So check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check it often. Keep up the pace. So that is the end of day 1. Now we will go in for day 2. We're going back to the Valley of Repose. Alright, I already see there's some red pellets. And a dwarf ball orb. Of course, it's gonna have to instruct me on how to get Pikmin out of the onion. What lazy creatures? No, Louie's the one that's lazy. Of course, I'm gonna make Louie work. Of course, they, by default, make Captain Olimar be the one to go under the onion. So, Louie, you are in charge of plucking Pikmin. Well, these guys, let's get some pellets. Alright, how many Pikmin do we need for this? 35. Okay, is there any more pellet posies this way? It appears there's 2. There's 3. Alright, so let's throw one there. I probably won't bother with the other one because it should have enough Pikmin. But I really don't need to do that. Just take them back. So there's no, like... Yeah, there's nothing special down there. Alright, so how you doing, Louie? Just standing around being lazy instead of plucking these Pikmin. We do have enough to bring down the next gate. I will just need one of the other Pikmin. So swallow them up there. And then where's the guys taking a pallet? I just need you. And then you can get back to your task. See, I said I was gonna make Louie do some work. Alright, I do want as many Pikmin as possible to take on this ball orb. These ball orbs can be a little bit troublesome. And there's another piece of treasure. Okay, let's just get all these guys on the back, and he should be no problem at all. Yes. Alright. Alright, I just want 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we definitely need... Alright, let's get those Pikmin working on that. Alright, what are you doing, Olimar? Kinda wish you could do, go here. Like there is in Pikmin 3. That would definitely help with the multitasking. I'll bring these guys. Yeah, you really can't have too many Pikmin at this point. Alright, so you can work here. And Louie, let's go back and get the Pikmin that we've created. Yes, yes, tons and tons of red Pikmin. Definitely like loading up on the... I kind of want to get these Pikmin working now, but I also want to pluck as many as I can. So, Louie, you are going to go over and get that soda can, or whatever aluminum can that is. Okay, we need 35, so just pile them on. Alright, and these guys are almost done. And I believe I'm gonna have to go down that cave. Yes, I use my C stick to issue the orders. Yes, I know how to swarm. Yeah, so I can't go over here because I need blue Pikmin. And I think in order to get blue Pikmin, I need to find a new area. To find a new area, I believe I need to get the half of the globe in this cave. Warm air. Yes. Do not fear. The leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I should smash my research pod too. Search the hole and press A to jump in. I will when I get... What? Alright. We need, Louie, you can stay here. Olimar? You need to go get Pikmin. Alright, let's see how much that tin can is worth. Utter scrap. Worth 170. Alright, now that I actually have some Pikmin. Doesn't say what kind of Pikmin we need. So, for people that are not familiar with Pikmin 2, Pikmin 2 has caves, and they are somewhat randomly generated. Like, they have different, like, cave pieces, and then the treasures and enemies inside are randomly placed. So each time you play, it can be a little bit different. So it does add to some of the replayability of this game. Okay, the hole is warmer than on the surface. Suggests subterranean areas may support different life forms than the surface. Okay. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. As far as, like, why they can put different enemies in here. Alright, so there is some fruit. are the dwarf snowball wolves? And I don't want any Pikmin to die. What is that? Is that the citrus lump? Yup. Worth 180. And you can take the enemies back. And here, I will take one back just so you can see the message that the pod gives. Basically, the pod will not like those enemies. How can you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. Suppose I will store your finds in my hold. But I do not think beasts will be worth much. Unless Louis opens up a restaurant on Hockatate. Based on the Pikmin enemies. Because he does end up having like a... almost like a culinary notes for each of the enemies. There we got the quenching emblem. Okay, and even though we don't have the treasure meter, it still makes the sound when you get all the treasure on one of the sub-levels. It makes a sound to say that there's no more treasures left. Yes, it's getting treachery. Yes, I know how to do the... Let's go deeper. Emergence Cave, sub-level 2. And I think I saw the globe, which is what we need to get to the next area. Oh, this is the final floor. So... alright, let's get rid of these guys. We don't make more Pikmin, so it's not really worth hassling. And it is interesting that the globe looks like a modern-day globe, and not the one from PNF 4. I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will not be able to lift it. Guys are not strong enough. Ooh. Come on. Alright. There's dwarf snowball wolves. This one. And that is what we need. The purple candy pop buds. I actually forgot that you get purple Pikmin so early in this game. And in Pikmin 2, the purple Pikmin are really overpowered. They can actually stun enemies. And make little earthquakes, like that. They're like sumo Pikmin. Very heavy and strong. The new type. Alright, well let's get these Pikmin. Alright, so let's leave one of the captains here. Yes, it's gonna tell me that's the way out. We know that. That's the geyser. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna do that yet because I need to get the treasure. I do not want to leave until I get all the treasure. I prefer to do the caves one time. Alright, where are you, purples? There we go. And you can see Europe and Africa, North America, Asia. Spherical Atlas. Worth 200. I can only decode a portion of the data. I did retrieve new geographic charts. Which is funny because it does not actually match how PNF 404 is now. So the map would not actually work. But we now have radar. And the next day, we can go to a new area. And there's the sound. We got all the treasure. Time to escape. So total of 932. And so far, no deaths. And I believe there's nothing else for me to do, except for maybe collect a few more pellet posies. You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. Pretty sure Captain Olimar made all the decisions and Louis just followed. Let's celebrate. First successful spelunking expedition. We got lots of data that needs in-depth analysis. I will send a report back to the president tonight. Since you'll explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. You have no choice. Oh, you still want to work? Unacceptable. You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. You should take a much-needed rest. You have all the time you need to collect treasure. Because there's no day limit in this game. Haste makes waste. So take it slow and steady. And all of a sudden it became evening. So I guess they just stood around for the rest of the day. There goes the red onion. And this time there is a sleeping bulborb and a dwarf bulborb. I could still take them. Those nocturnal creatures do not look overly tough. Today's report. Earn some ones. Almost 10% of the debt. Not quite. And we got a total of 53 reds and 10 purples. And no deaths. Baby steps first, Olimar. Plan well and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hockatate Savings and Loan. After all. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess, so ha! Alright everyone, thanks for watching. That is the end of day 2.